Yo, what's going on, guys? Your boy Boomer Mac here in the video. Today we're going to talk about all the transfers that have been transferring out of OU, Tristan Lee's commitment to Clemson, and really just about the playoffs and OU's big win against Florida, and what that can mean for the 2021 season coming up for the Natty Run. So, let's start off with transfers. So, if you guys who don't know, Chandler Morris, who is Chad Morris' son, quarterback at OU, he was third string, I heard, behind Tanner Mordecai, but honestly, I think he was second string behind Spencer. That's my personal opinion. He ended up transferring to TCU. Gary Patterson got a really good quarterback. A lot of time with TCU, I always thought the problem with them was they didn't have a quarterback. They always had a defense, and they always had the running backs, and they definitely had the running back now, Zachary Evans. But they never had the quarterback to support the offense. So, and also you can kind of see the wide receivers too. I always kind of feel like the wide receivers there, and they've been amazing, but it is what it is. But they finally got them a quarterback, and I think Chandler Morris can do great things at TCU. I actually don't want to play him. I really don't. But, you know, it sucks to be got to play him every year now. But it is what it is. A lot of OU fans don't understand the move behind it and why he did it. Some do, some don't. It's kind of 50-50 or no OU fan. Guys, you gotta remember, he has to beat out Spencer Rattler. And Spencer Rattler's probably going to be there for another year or two. If he has a really good year next year, he could. I guess he could leave, but we don't know until you see him play. So he could have a bad year and end up staying for a long term. Then you got Caleb Williams, another 5-star that a lot of OU people are. I've seen a lot of recruit guys, and I've heard a lot of quarterback recruits, and a lot of people are saying this guy's going to be the next big thing. They probably said that I heard about every 5-star, like Trevor Lawrence. You heard about. Who I think heard a lot about Justin Fields. I heard a lot about Justin Fields. So you hear a lot of that, all the number one quarterbacks, but this one especially is because how he's raised and the way his leadership is, and you can see with how he recruits. During this pandemic, he honestly showed what kind of leader he can be at OU, and that's what a lot of, not only his talent on the field, but his leadership skills is what really impresses everybody about this kid. That's why a lot of people say he's gonna be a great quarterback. So you got to remember, he's got to go against Caleb Williams, got to go against Spencer Rattler. Not to mention, you're going to have another kid coming in pretty soon behind Caleb. So, because it's how, because it's OU. I mean, kids want to come to OU play quarterback. I mean, look what we produce. So, I understand the move. Also, you have TJ Pledger entering transfer portal. No one really knows where he's going yet. You also have Charles and Rambo enter. A lot of people say he's trying to go to SMU. I heard Ohio State might be in there. So, that's all I've heard, but I heard SMU for sure. He's trying to go there, and you can see why. Because I mean, Tanner Mordecai's over there, and Lincoln's brother's over there too, over there at SMU. So it makes sense. The move makes a lot of sense. Next we'll talk about Tristan Leigh real quick. I kind of want to touch on this too. If you're an OU fan, you have every right to be pissed. Not the staff, but not really. I hate saying it pisses the kid because it's not. He's 18 years old and he's making a very hard decision for his life. And not only that, but I think his family had a lot more to do with his recruitment than a lot of people want to give him credit for. What I mean by that, I think the parents really had the final say so, or the family. Try to put this in a nice way. If you're an OU fan and you're frustrated with this, I understand. It's not the staff's fault, though. At first, I was kind of like, man, staff, why can't we close this and this? After doing more reading and digging, there's nothing more the staff couldn't do. It's like the Kamar Wheaton thing. They did everything up to they could until decision time, and it just didn't go their way. Do I think the whole process with them picking could have been a lot better? 100%. I think even LSU fans are pretty pissed off right now because Clemson, I hate to say it, died off there at the end. You didn't hear much about Clemson. You heard that they're always a factor because it's Clemson and, it's Dabo. But for the longest time, it was LSU and OU. That was the race. And Florida had a little say-so in there because his girlfriend went to UCF and he has family in Florida and all that. And that played a little bit of a race. But once you saw OU smack Florida in the Cotton Bowl, and even before that, you kind of had to figure that, with Lincoln Riley and the whole situation there, you kind of figured that, it was OU and LSU race. And at the point, you think it was OU going in because how this really is how everything's went with recruitment there. Everything. That's how everything went there. So, and him visiting Norman and all that, you think it was a sealed deal. But it ended up not being that. So That sucks. And now you probably go to the transfer portal and look for a running back and an offensive lineman. We'll see how it goes. I mean, and honestly, I think the one I'm really pissed off about is Kamar. I just feel like he can handle that the way that this the whole process, not even just till the decision time, but just the whole recruitment process, the whole thing as a whole, he can handle a lot better. I don't understand why he was so quiet all the time, why he didn't tell coaches anything going into his, it's just crazy to me how quiet he was. And I get it, the recruitment, I mean, a lot of people say, well, you don't understand the process, all the stress. I get that, man, but come on, man. I mean, you got to talk to someone. There's a point his own grandmother didn't know what was going on with him. That's the problem, man. I mean, I get stressful and I get, but like, damn, man, even if your own family doesn't know what's going on with your decisions and all that, and who's leading and all that, man, that says something, man. So I can understand Kamar. I'm more pissed about the Kamar thing still than Tristan, even though Tristan's family's reasoning honestly didn't make sense to me. They say it was more to do with family because apparently they're moving to Atlanta. I heard something about Atlanta moving, and I've heard that they're moving to his campus where he's going to school. If any of y'all know the full story, let me know. I was just lambing because I was so pissed off, and I just want to understand the real reason what happened. But I've heard, some of the families moving to Atlanta, and they want to be close to them. And if that's the case, why wouldn't you not move to Florida? Florida would have been an easier pick. So I don't get the Clemson move. I don't. I'm sorry. You might as well go to Florida at that point. So I don't know. I don't agree with how that process was handled either. So guys, I think that's gonna be most of. If you're an OU fan, that we struck that. We went 0-4 for the the big fish we wanted. Bryce Foster, and Mecca. Even though I don't think we're gonna get Mecca. I mean, there was a time there though, like when he came to Norman and watched that game. A lot of people were saying, "Oh, you might get him," because that was the thing with Mecca. Everyone was saying if he can get down to Norman, you could have a good chance of selling this kid sooner. Which at the end of the day, he had picked up Ohio State. Bryce Foster, OU was a leader, and I know OU was really, and shout out to Bryce. I mean, it was hard to get him from starts because his whole family is big Aggie fans. His mother is like on 247 with the Aggies. Like, she don't work for him, but she's always on the board and shit, posting. So, I mean, that was the Aggie family from the start, and I think it was going to be hard to sway him to, to go somewhere else. And I think his mom and dad supported him either way, so it wasn't like they're just like, oh, no, you're only going to be in it. No, they looked at OU, and they took a look at what we had to offer them. So, it wasn't like, it was all he could do. I mean, there was not much he could do in that situation. So shout out to Bryce Foster and also shout out to Mecca. They made the best decision for them. And then, of course, we struck on Kamar, one that we really thought we would get in the long run of things, but ended up getting stole again from Bama. That's like Jason McClellan. And then also you look at Tristan Leigh. Clemson stole that one. I still wish I could understand more about that, man. That one just amazes me, honestly. I thought if anyone was going to take him from us, it'd be LSU. And for a little bit there, I had a little thing about Florida maybe taking them from us. So, let's go and talk about the college football playoffs. We'll talk about the playoffs, and then after this, we'll lead into the talk about 2021 and why everyone should be hyped. So, as you guys don't know, if you guys didn't know, Bama beat Notre Dame. That score, that game, actually, Notre Dame played a lot better, not a lot better, but better than I thought they would in that game. So, shout out to Notre Dame. They actually did kind of, not really, they put up a little bit of a fight for a little bit, but that game was always Bama's. Bama had full control of that game, though. But Notre Dame did a lot better than I expected. So, Bama wins that game, of course. We all know that. Then you go into the Ohio State and Clemson game. I said from the get-go that I thought Ohio State was the more talented team and was going to win that football game. It doesn't matter if you win 6 games. At the end of the day, they are one of the top 4 teams in the nation. And I do think they're better than Clemson. And sure enough, they prevailed. Justin Fields is a trooper. For him to take a hit like that and him to keep playing and then, like, not too far after that hit, throw a touchdown. Was it right after? I don't remember when it was. But it might have been right after he got hit like that. But he threw like a touchdown the same drive, I'm pretty sure. It might have been, it was the same drive. He threw a touchdown pass. And he was in so much pain, but he kept battling through it. To me, that is a great. I salute Justin Fields for that. And honestly, I can't wait to see what he does in the NFL. That kid earned some points from that game for his toughness and everything, the grit. That shout out to Justin Fields for that. Trey Sermon, of course, Trey Sermon had another great game. I wish this was at OU. I don't know what it was. I don't know why, but even times when he was at OU running the ball, he would not run like that. He'd kind of like play around, wouldn't go. Sometimes it looked like he just jogged through the hole at OU. And I'm not dissing Trey Sermon. I'm just telling you like it is. So I don't know what it is at Ohio State, but I'm happy for him. I'm happy he found somewhere where he can actually, where he's getting to show his true talent. And I think the kid's a stud. So I think he's gonna be a great NFL talent. So Ohio State wins that one. The national championship game. There's been talks that Ohio State's having a COVID outbreak. I don't know how true this is. I've heard Ohio State's pushing to play a game. I heard Bama is too, and the SEC is. I heard the Big Ten's really the only one that's kind of saying, no, let's just postpone it let's just do another date. Because the game's supposed to be played on the 11th on a Monday. And I think they're talking about doing it the Monday following. So no one really knows yet about that. We'll see what happens. I have Ohio State win it. I'm not gonna lie. I think I don't know. I just have a weird feeling Ohio State's gonna win it all this year. I bought into the hype earlier this year. I'm not gonna lie. I think this is Ohio State's year. Now we're talking about the 2021 season. I think this is the same thing as what Ohio State fans were feeling, their fan base and their players and staff were talking about. Like at the beginning of the year, like going into this season, Ohio State knew that they had the team to make a run. I think OU this 2021 season has the same feeling and same chance. This team will be loaded. The defense side of the ball, you're going to have 10 to 9 stars coming back. Not to mention a great recruiting class from this 2021 cycle with them coming in and adding more depth to your defense. Then also, you still have Spencer Rattler. There's still no word on Ramondre Stevenson. There's still no words on Rodney Perkins. I've heard so many stories from them. We won't know until closer. The deadline for the draft is in 2 weeks. So, honestly, guys, what I'm going to do this. Actually, no, I'm going to do this. I'm going to cut this video off here, and I'm gonna make a whole video for 2021, a whole video for it, just because I don't want to overdo this video, and I want to sit down and actually take the time to discuss the 2021 season. So we're gonna start off here. I'm probably gonna do a double upload then. So guys, it's been your boy Boomer Mackey. If you like the video, please like and subscribe and put your notifications on. Like I said, guys, I'm gonna do a double upload then. And next we're gonna talk about 2021 series. Peace.